Hey guys, it's JDon here on Off the Hook, and we're out on Georgian Bay in Meaford, Ontario. Normally you see us out there on the rivers, fishing the shore and stuff, but today we decided to change it up a little bit. And we're on a boat, so looking forward to this. 8 o'clock in the morning, never know what could happen. See if we can catch ourselves some rainbow trout.
I usually let it out about 60 feet before I hook it up to the downrigger.
And then after
I brought the wrong rod. The other one's got the counter on it. Tells me how far out it goes.
Oh, so it actually tells you how far it goes?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. How cool.
That one there's got a gauge on it. I got it. Once I get it set up, I bring it back to 0.
Okay.
But you still got 60 feet plus you're down 40 feet. So that line's out 100 feet.
So the downrigger goes down 40 first and then 60 with the line behind it, with the lure?
No, it goes 40. I put that one down 40 feet. Oh, need the cannonball, sorry.
I'm learning something today. Cannonballs and shiny things.
And we hook the cannonball up, as long as we don't drop it overboard.
And how much do one of the cannonballs weigh roughly?
This one's 10 pounds.
10 pounds?
Yeah.
Holy.
This one's 10, the other one's 8.
8 pounds?
The other 10 pound I had is at the bottom of the harbor. My daughter come up too fast and it snapped off and went right to the bottom.
Oh, so it can snap off the actual clips that hold it on, or it snapped off the line?
Oh, it snapped the cable and everything.
Maybe that one was 20 pounds.
So we're going to put this one down 45. I usually run 45 and 40 in the shells at about 66 feet a while.
At 66 feet?
That's where we've been having all the luck. So, whoops, I lied. Okay, 46 feet.
So I'm at 95 in the depth of water here. What are we trying to hit? You said about 65? Or?
65, 66.
So I'm at 95, so I think...
Well, once we get out, the line's out. I don't like turning it too steep, because if you do, you get your lines all tangled up.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be the first, won't be the last.
Trial and error. Yeah, what pound test do you have on the line? Or on the rod?
I used to run 17, but I can't seem to find it anywhere, so now I'm down to 15.
Down to 15? And what's that lure called?
It's called a
shiny thing?
Yeah, shiny.
Shiny thing. We'll stick with that Houston, but shiny thing. Interesting to see, like, to be out here doing something different. This is my first time actually being out on Georgian Bay for the long haul trying fishing. And again, you get to see the different landscapes, the beautiful fall colors coming in off the hills and everything. But just, this whole way of fishing, to me, is like rocket science, to be honest. So watching him set it all up, me normally, you know, you put your sinkers on, you tie your hook on, you set it up. This, you're putting on cannonballs or downriggers, and you're putting on your shiny things, your little swivel pools.
That's a big sinker.
Yeah, so it's just a complete opposite of what I'm normally used to. So it's kind of interesting to be able to come out here and see the different side of fishing. But yeah, with the rod, what I noticed last time is, like, you keep hearing it pull and it sounds like your drag's pulling, and I'd be like, is that a fish? And he's like, no, the line has to snap or come up. So I'm sitting here just listening, and I keep hearing, and I'm like, fish on, no, and it's not. You just got to be patient and wait like any other time. So, but yeah, it's interesting to be out here on the bay and just enjoy fishing from a different perspective and a different kind of style, right? So yeah, and see how it goes. Maybe we'll get ourselves some rainbow trout, never know. Hopefully.
They better.
They better, yeah. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Should have brought like a, you guys got Scrabble on the boat? I should have brought a crossword. So when you're trolling, like what speed do you normally like to have it at?
I like the 2.5, 2.6.
So that's just a nice steady go, so you're not going too fast. You're giving those lures enough time to kind of spin in the... So they're swiveling. They're not really spinning. They're swiveling, right? They're kind of... The lures are... Oh, so they're doing a little duck and dodge.
If you use the limans are all over.
Okay.
The limans will go from one side of the boat to the other.
Holy.
I only like using one of them because if you got two people with it on and you just cut the boat sharp one way,
It's gonna... And then you're gonna have a wasp nest.
oh, do you ever?
A
You
rat's
have mess.
rat's nest.
They
A
just
rat's-
keep winding and they'll wind right up to the tips of the poles.
Oh,
Pull the poles in.
that's crazy.
It's a mess.
So when this rod here is bent like that, that's just the pressure, like that's just the lure keeping up as opposed to this. Like what's the difference
That's
in...
the clip.
Okay,
They're down in the clip.
right.
If you
And-
tighten it up too much and
Okay.
bring the pole down lower, it might pop out of your clip and you spend all day putting it in the clip.
Putting it in, taking it out now.
It's crazy doing
They
it.
look a lot better just sitting like this instead of playing with them all the time. So when that goes up, I gotta like jump up,
Grab it.
grab the rod, like I got a shark, like I just gotta grab the rod. Now do I take the rod out?
Take the rod out of the
So I'm
pole
taking
holder.
the rod out and I'm just
Yeah.
fish on and then starting to reel.
You're hoping the fish is on.
Yeah, well, so how do you, but, so are you gonna feel the actual like, like the pull of it, or are you just gonna keep thinking your cannonball's a fish and,
No.
and feel like you caught a 10-pounder?
If he hit that one, he took the lure I got above the bottom lure.
Right,
You'll have some slack until that lure gets down.
actually goes
And
down.
then he'll
So,
take
but
off
you will
on
feel the fight
Oh, yeah.
though, like you'll
Yeah.
feel them at, and
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
be at how deep, 40 or 60 feet at that point?
Well, if he hits the top one, he's about halfway down, so that's at 46. So
And then you gotta reel them up that 40, 60,
you just
40,
gotta
50.
reel until he comes right to the boat.
Holy.
Gotta reel all your line in.
So you gotta have some strong wrists for this kind of fishing then.
One-
'Cause that's a lot of like, it's like eating soup.
The wife got one on, it was only 15.9,
Yeah,
but it was a silver bullet salmon.
really nice and silver. The
She
colors.
goes, what do you want me to do? I got no line left. We had to turn the boat and chase it. And get
So
the
it
line
actually
back.
started pulling.
It just kept going.
kept
It didn't
going.
stop.
Holy, that's crazy.
So I turned the boat around, chased it. We got it in the boat.
So when you say by a silver bullet, it's like the fish that are out here in the bay, they have that nice fresh silver shine to them,
yeah.
right? So then as they're going up the river, that's when they start getting a little darker, maybe a little greenish or
The
a little
salmon
black.
will be starting to turn green. Well, greenish
Probably-
black.
So a blacker, yeah. Because I've caught some salmon upriver. I'm like, look at the size of this, and then they're like, yeah, but it's black. So I never, you don't just take it home and eat it if it's, you know, all the outside's all dark and everything because it's been taking its time to swim up the river, bumping into all the rocks and getting nice and beat up. But out here, I guess as he said, the silver bullet, which I would love to get one of those, is nice, shiny, fresh silver fish, and that's what I'm
The
showing
meat
you.
will be as red as red.
So it'll be nice and
That
yeah,
salmon now turning greenish black. It'll be
like a
the
pinky
meat
or a
will be
whitey,
a white
color.
If you got a smoker, that's the best way to smoke them.
Yeah. So it's like, so would it be more tender or more like softer than meat because it's been kind of pounded by the rocks and everything, or like will the meat, or is it going to be is it fishier taste? Will it have a fishier taste to it, or just
To me, they got no taste.
just get her into
Unless
me?
you add lots of garlic, salt, and pepper.
Then you're good to go. Eh?
Yeah.
Just put.
But they say a lot of people smoke them
Yeah.
when they start turning that color.
Okay. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
8:23.
8:23 in the morning and I'm awake. No. No, one of the good things to do is to get out as early as you can, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. Get out there, make sure you got, some food packs, some refreshments, some water, everything. Get out there and enjoy some early fishing because, again, you get to see it from the different sides. So you can go out and do your night fishing, your midday fishing, but sometimes if you can get up early enough, wipe the sand out of your eyes and come out for some early fishing. You never know what you could get as well, right? Fish need breakfast too. Off the hook! Oh my God, he jumped it! Guys, this is off the hook and we got a fish out here in Georgian Bay.
Now I gotta take the net out.
Woo! Oh, look at the shine.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
My Uncle Cheney was one of over 150,000 Indigenous children that were taken to residential schools between the 1800s and 1996. My uncle ran away from school wanting to get home to his mom and dad, and sadly he didn't make it and died of exposure. When Gord Downey found out about my late Uncle Cheney's story, he wrote Secret Path, a series of poems that became an album, then a graphic novel, a documentary, and a concert. Gord met my family, and together we formed the Gord Downey and Cheney Winjack Fund. Together we are sharing Secret Path and other reconciliation resources with legacy schools, setting up legacy spaces across Canada, and hosting events like Secret Path Week to inspire all Canadians to engage in reconciliation. Before he left us, Gord asked us all to do something.
You're gonna figure it out.
Will you join us? Together we can make Canada a better place.
Downright this time of year,
Right.
they just flatline.
They just let it go out and kind of
Let it
troll
go
with
out
it.
and sit and troll with it.
Yeah. So what's the difference in it? Why? Is it because the fish aren't so deep at this
Yeah.
time because they're coming up higher to the surface? So
Coming up where the water's warmer, because you get down below.
it gets chilly. Yeah.
Well, we're sitting at 58 degrees right now.
Okay. Yeah.
And 2
See,
months
Barbara?
ago it was, what did I say it was? It was 72.
72, yeah. So I see people coming out a lot too. You guys have the hand warmers and stuff, because I'm noticing like it does get a little bit chilly out here. So it's good to, because I'm thinking when I go to grab that and my hands are numb and they don't work, then what do I do? So I got to keep like breathing on them and get like those warm, what are they, like
Don't
packets?
use the hand warmers. Come on. Where are you from? Alabama?
I'm watching the wrong fishers then, I guess. I thought there's these little hand warmer things you put on with your gloves. You know, you got to wear a parka, you got to wear the whole suit.
Well, we had a lot of guys wear the survival suits.
You're over here with the jacket open like the fawns, like I'm ready to fish.
I don't even use gloves when I'm hunting in the wintertime.
Yeah, nice. All natural.
Just don't feel right.
Right, yeah. I don't think I'll wear any gloves. I'm gonna tough it out and get these man hands going. Yeah, you definitely got to be patient when you're out here doing the down rigging and just again enjoy what's around you. You know, you got the sun right there, nice and beaming, and it still looks really nice off the water, shiny. You got the wonderful fall view with the leaves changing and everything. So I'm sitting here thinking like, what do I do with my time? Like I so want this to go off, but again,
It
it's
can be
just
boring.
no. It's just about enjoying, I guess, what's around you and the company, obviously. Like I said, last time we were out here, we were out for 3.5 hours. I got skunked, but it didn't feel like it was that much time that went by, and it was just enjoyable to kind of enjoy the new experience, get out there and make the best of it, right? So you're not guaranteed to catch a fish every time you go fishing, but you can definitely guarantee to have a good time if you make the best of it, and that's one thing I love about fishing. We're on a boat. Like,
There's a guy fishing off by the canyon with us there. What was that? That was 1st of May.
yeah.
And he thought he had a trout on. a 20-pound carp.
Brought in a big carp, eh? Holy. Yeah, they're nice. It's a good fight too, because they'll just
Can't
drag you.
control them.
Yeah,
They do what they want.
I fought one almost half hour, 35 minutes, trying to drag me all the way down to the bridge. Kept going. I'm like, I got no more line. And then you're running. You're trying to chase this fish. It's a good workout when you get one of those on.
They can ruin a reel.
Yeah.
They'll burn a reel out.
Yeah.
A couple Mitchells.
And they're fat. They got the big belt. Like, they're nice, chunky fish. So.
You're like a pot-bellied pig.
Start squealing. So for the carp though, like, I see like not too many people are eating the carp, or I've seen some people use them maybe for garden fertilizer stuff, or like, what are you doing with the carp? Are you smoking it? Are you just let them go, catch and release it? Nice. Yeah. So that's good. Get a nice prize carp on, and a lot of them are like nice solid fish. So good catch and release. Let them go.
There's a lady out by the wall there fishing with her husband. This is about 15 years ago.
Right.
And they were sitting there jigging.
Okay.
And she got a hit. She got it in. Took her an hour and a half. It was a 52-pound carp.
Oh, jeez. That's massive. I can believe I've seen some pretty big ones, so that's cool. 52 pounds.
That was a big carp.
All right. That's more of a boar. that's more of a boar. Holy jeez. Right? Yeah, shark on.
Sure.
What'd you catch? A whale? As long as they're being put to good use, right? So I see a lot of people just throw them over the side, or they'll gut them. They'll just take the eggs and just leave the fish there for the birds or the turkey vultures. But it's good if you're not gonna do catch and release, at least use the fish for what it's for and use the whole thing. Don't just gut it and then waste it. You know, like if you're gonna keep it, use everything that it has to offer, man. That's the best way you can definitely go about it. So sometimes when I get some fish that, like, if bringing it in, not every fish you catch is going to be a catch and release sometimes, because either within bringing it in, it might, sometimes it just dies or you can't put it back in because it's going to die anyway. So what I do is I'll cut it, I'll clean it up right there, stick it in the freezer, and I normally give it to give it to some of my friends or some family, and just, if I'm not eating it or I'm not having it, at least let someone else enjoy it, because they are enjoyable. So be like, here's your carp. No. So when you catch a salmon or a trout or a fish that has a lamprey on it, what do you normally do with the lamprey? Like, they don't go back and kill it, right? They're not to go back in. I've seen boats that come into the river, and I guess they work with the ministry and they lay stuff down, because a lot of lamprey, they start coming in the river, and you see when the fish are jumping, a lot of salmon jumping, they have these long lampreys on them. So they're basically sucking the salmon dry, and then when they come off, you see the holes, like they're like this. So massive holes on the side of the fish just from the lamprey constantly sucking at the fish for hours and hours and hours. And they're invasive. They're not supposed to. You got to get rid of them. So I guess that's why I was asking, like, what do you do normally when you catch a fish with a lamprey on it? You get rid of it. So,
or some of the sports stores, you take it in, they'll give you a lure or some new line or something.
Nice, just for keeping it out of the water.
Keeping it out of the water, because it kills millions of fish.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like we had a lamprey. Is that big?
That thick?
No,
or that long?
That long.
Yeah,
just a baby.
Holy,
he was
sucking right on it. Yeah.
That's Put him nuts. In the net, put him in the boat.
And when you look at their mouths, they're like these little evil, like they have like these little suction teeth. Yeah, it's crazy. Something you see out of a horror film.
Well, that's why you see a lot of the salmon jumping, because
they're stuck on them.
Shake
the
lamprey off.
Yeah, that's insane. It's nuts to see, like, this fish is constantly jumping, and when they're jumping, these things are just flying off holding on, but like to the side of it. It's nuts. So we've been out here for about an hour, hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour roughly, and just taking it all in. So I've learned quite a bit. So that's why I'm hoping the next time when we come out, for when it comes to setting up the rods, I actually kind of want to learn that whole thing as well too, so that he can kind of enjoy the steering, and I'll definitely start setting up the cannonballs and the shiny things and all that fun stuff. But you can learn a lot just by listening or having a fishing partner or a friend that has some experience, and Oh, it's just good to take everything in and learn as much as possible, so then you're not just out here twiddling your fingers, right? So you can always, again, just enjoy everything around you, because we should have brought some Monopoly or something, but then at the same time, you wouldn't be enjoying everything that's around you. You'd be too distracted. I don't even think I get data out here, so that's a good thing. Off the hook! Oh my God, he jumped it! Guys, this is Off the Hook, and we got a fish out here in Georgian Bay.
Oh, I gotta dig some head out.
Woo! Feisty, look at the shine.
Do you have something to share? Let everyone know about your next meeting, your need for volunteers, or your fundraising event on the Rogers TV Community Billboard. Send us your words and we'll bring them to life on Rogers TV and rogerstv.com. When it's time to spread the word, go to rogerstv.com to add your announcement to the Community Billboard.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive, and the buses have stopped running. You could always call your girlfriend. Or maybe your roommate? What about your best friend? You could just dial 1-888-TAXI-GUY or use the Taxi Guy app. The call and the app are free, and they both connect you to a local cab company to bring you home safely. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive, drive sober.
Join me on the next episode of Money Matters when I'll be speaking with Rebecca Sedano of BDO Canada Limited about budgeting or having a financial plan for the coming year.
Take it out. You got him?
Yeah. Off the hook. Okay, so
Just you pay attention to the fish.
it's a fish.
I got it in neutral. So see this button here?
Okay. There's a lot to keep learning.
Auto.
Oh my God, he jumped it. Oh, it's a little guy. Oh, he's a good guy. I don't know, he's riding the waves.
It's a fish.
It is a fish though. No matter the size, this is Off the Hook, and we got a fish out here in Georgian Bay.
Now I gotta dig the net out. You gotta keep that tight or you'll lose them.
Okay.
He's coming to the boat.
Oh, it's a little, little shark. Still though, that's awesome. So which way am I bringing him?
Over to me.
Okay.
You play
Oh,
with
that's a
him.
nice little size.
Play with him for a bit.
Okay.
It's like
Okay, come here. The shiny things work. That's great. This is exciting.
that. The two guys fishing aren't paying attention.
Right? She's like fish. Look how shiny that is too in the water. That's awesome. Woo! Feisty, look at the shine.
What's he doing? Playing?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, you know what? That's a nice eater.
That's a nice rainbow, right? Is that what it is?
I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, when you decide you're done playing.
Woo!
Keep them or you want to go? It's up to you.
It's our first one in the boat. We can keep them if you want, or let them go and let them get bigger. That's,
It's yours. What do you want to
I don't
do?
know. Keep them or let them go. You say you want to keep them? Yeah, we're gonna keep them. It's the first one that I've caught out here on the bay on a boat doing down rigging. So yeah, anyone that knows me, you know I'm always down for the catch and release. But again, a first for everything, and I definitely want to make the best of this fish.
That'll be the nice. Oh, pliers good.
Look at those colors.
Okay. Don't you dare move, fish. There we go.
Got her. Awesome. Throw that back in there.
Yeah. Want to keep them?
Yeah, definitely. Look
Okay,
at the
1 second.
ah, feisty.
We'll throw them in the
Look at the
cooler.
colors here though, like that's like an. You can see the blue and the green, like that's insane.
Oh, somebody put water in the cooler for me.
That's off the hook. Oh, he's stuck in the net there. Woo! But yeah, we had a great day out on the bay today at Georgian Bay, Meaford, Ontario. Managed to get a nice rainbow trout in. I want to say thank you to my partner here, Rod. It was awesome to have me out here again for this wonderful experience. And but yeah, we're just heading in now, but definitely catch us next time and see what adventures we got coming up next. But today was an awesome day and an experience I'll never forget, that's for sure. Take care, JDon, off the hook.